Now, at the weekend, I went up to West Ham Ipswich. For those of you who don't know, London. I live in Cornwall. And there's no point trying to rely on trains for anything like that because A, you don't know if they're going to run. B, they cost a bloody fortune. And C, it takes forever. So, we normally fly. We're not being flash in any way, shape or form. It's just the easiest way to get there. And you can fly from Newquay, which is 20 minutes from my place by car. So ideal, in there. Flight takes an hour. Away you go, you're there. So, except this time, the flight up was 68 quid. The flight back was 168 quid due to dynamic pricing. And so I did my homework, and I found out that due to the wonderful world that we live in, which is a wonderful world, by the way, it flies from Newquay to Gatwick, not Heathrow or Stansted. The wonderful world we live in means that it's a lot cheaper if you fly 6 times as far. So we ended up on Sunday morning going from Gatwick to Dublin, and then Dublin to Newquay for the princely sum of 34 quid instead of 168. And that flight got in half hour before the one from Gatwick that went straight to Newquay that cost 168 quid. So not only was it cheaper, we also got home earlier. And I said on Sunday that the lunacy of having to go through security at Gatwick and then get off a plane in Dublin airport, walk through the airport, never leave the airport, but have to go through security again, bag search again, everything all again, to end up in the same airport and then walk the while back to the terminal seems a bit lunacy, but it's still cheap. We still saved a fortune, and next time hopefully we'll have time for a pint while we're there. Not Guinness though, I don't drink Guinness. I don't care where I am. It might taste better in Dublin. It's not going to taste better anywhere for me. I don't like Guinness. I ain't drinking Guinness. I would have had a pint of Arb. So, oh, you could have had a pint of Guinness while you were in Dublin. No, I don't like Guinness. Every time I've been to Dublin, never had a pint of Guinness. Never been to the Guinness factory. Why would you go there? I don't want to see stuff being made that I don't like. I mean, I'd go to the Stella Artois factory quite happily, but not the Guinness one. But this is not the point. The point is as follows. When we got from Dublin back to Newquay, we land, we leave. And therein, we had a light bulb moment. Because me and my sidekick, Mr. Andrew Bragg, he looked at me and he went, "You realise something?" I said, "What's that?" He said, "We've just landed from a foreign country. There's no passport control." And I got, hang on. And we did. When you get to Newquay Airport, you get off the plane and you walk straight through what's technically a shed. And you walk straight through and out the other side. It takes roughly 1 minute to do it. And you are off. You are free. You are away. And I thought, hang on a minute. We're missing a trick here. These people smugglers are getting paid 10 grand a time for people to jump on a dinghy, risk their lives in Calais to come across to claim asylum in Britain. 10 grand a time. You got this all wrong. You don't need a dinghy. You don't need life jackets. You don't even need to risk anything. Just fly Ryanair. It's genius. And I said, really, all you need to do if you want to be one of the illegal immigrants in this country is get a flight to Dublin, get a flight to Newquay, ditch your passport, as you all do when you get on the channel. You all chuck your passports and your driving licences and IDs and everything, chuck that overboard so nobody knows who you are. Well, you can do that when you get to Newquay if you like. It don't matter when you do it, as long as you do it. And you're free. You're away. You're gone. No checks, no nothing. I mean, granted, you're in the middle of nowhere and you're going to have to get yourself a taxi to somewhere to claim asylum. And I doubt whether anyone knows how to deal with that at Newquay Airport. But that's a technicality. That doesn't matter. So give me your 10 grand and I'll book you a flight. But then I got thinking about this, business development. Even better than that, don't bother going to Dublin. You don't need, because they're all coming. Yeah, allegedly, all these families, they're all coming from Africa, and they must come up through Morocco and then Spain. Ideal. Ryanair fly from Malaga, southern Spain. Southern Spain, straight to Newquay, 35 quid. In you go. You're asylum ready. It's genius. So you give me your 10 grand. Next time you see anybody in Africa that wants to claim asylum and is looking for a people smuggler, send them my way. I'll have the 10 grand and I'll make 9,965 quid profit off that. Book them a flight. Thing is, the genius of this plan, as if you didn't think this was genius enough. Oh, good, oh yeah, but Ryanair, they have extras and everything, and you have to pay extras. They ain't even got hand luggage. They ain't paying for old luggage, are they? Whatever they got, they'll have hand luggage only. They'll get, even by Ryanair standards, they'll be all right. It's just no luggage costs. This is genius. I'm half tempted to say, look, I'll throw in a sandwich and a cup of coffee on the plane. I don't know why I hadn't thought of this before. It's one of the greatest business ideas I've ever had. Because they're coming anyway, and nobody's doing anything to stop them. And nobody in Britain, well, nobody that I know in Britain's making any money out of it. I'm sure all the hotel owners and everybody else is making a fair few quid out of it. And all the people that are working for all these quangos and all these agencies. But not decent, honest British people like myself. So, let's do it. Let's set it up. Asylum seekers are us. Set up a website, direct link to Ryanair, they can put in their own details, and charge them 10 grand for the privilege. It's one of the best ideas I've ever come up with. And the best thing is, it's foolproof. There's no risk in your life. There's no, oh, I might fall out the dinghy. There's no, oh, well, what if I get turned round at Calais? No problem. Because you'll come straight through. And that is my business idea Friday. What a genius idea. Asylum seekers are us. I can retire now. I mean, really, 10 grand a pop. I mean, how many people do they get in their dinghies? 20 odd? Well, do one dinghy. I mean, one dinghy a year. Who can't live on 200 grand a year? That'd be ideal, wouldn't it? Just do one job a year. There you go, boys. Thanks for boys, girls. Obviously girls, yeah, children. Because, no, just you fellas. There you go. I mean, the thing is, there's enough to go round. So if anybody else wants to do this and nick my business idea, I haven't patented it or anything. And, you know, it's not copyrighted. So, yeah, just, obviously, I own the web domain, Asylum Seekers Are Us. So you could call yourself Asylum Seekers For You or illegalimmigrants.com or, you know, whatever you want. Just leave my name alone. All right? I've got that. So, thanks very much. Have a wonderful weekend. Future my arse.